Hello, everyone. Welcome to Salt in the City. Uh, it's been a hot second since our last episode, like out of character. Just what, 3 weeks?
Yes.
Think so?
Sorry.
So, who we gonna start with?
Good question.
I'd say probably JD, who was left alone in the first place.
Well, we all need to wake up first, so
Oh, right.
Oh.
Oh, did we go to sleep?
Yeah.
I don't remember.
yeah, we did. What?
Y'all
Oh!
did
Alright.
get to
I'm
places
not gonna
that were
count
safe.
that one because I didn't fucking even. I don't even know where the fuck that dice went. Shit.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I forgot to mention. After the session, I officially made the apartment complex my haven.
Hey, I succeeded.
Nice.
I didn't gain a hunger. Let's go for the first time from waking up.
Alright,
Let's
I
fucking go.
failed. I gained hunger.
Give me a second.
I failed twice. I gained 2 hunger.
Hey, let's go.
It's all the
Yes.
good luck coming back to you, isn't it?
And
Oh, that's a brutal way to start the day.
well, I got 1 hunger.
Okay, time to
Right before a fight, too.
blood, whatever the fuck. My brain just died.
You can't do that on
God.
Rouse check.
Blush of life. There we go.
A blush of life, yeah.
I get 2
Remember,
dice,
1
and I succeeded. Yay!
Why do you get 2 dice?
I'm Humanity 8, baby.
I am 1
Oh,
hunger
fuck you.
away from I'm losing the werewolf shit.
Wait, what's my humanity?
Not 8.
Probably low.
Trying to find where it's even recorded.
Like the bottom.
You
of the
may not
second
have.
the bottom of the first page. Bottom right of the first page.
So I'm 1 hunger. I'm 1 hunger away from losing the werewolf shit.
I'm
Nice.
at 7 humanity.
Okay.
How did it take you that long?
Good rolls. Probably.
No, I'm talking about
Okay.
Kai taking so long
Oh,
to
yeah.
figure out what humanity
Move
was.
on. I'm incompetent. Move on with your life.
All right, mine. I wake up. I am not hungry for once whilst waking up. Surprised I am.
Surprise!
Surprised I am. Do I
All
look
right, Yoda.
over and see the Tremere doing his shit or whatever the fuck his clan is? I can't fucking remember ever.
Oh, no, I remember what we were going to do. We needed to get into contact with that one, Oh wait, no, you already were in contact. Our characters didn't know that, though.
Who?
The
What?
Tremere.
Oh, yeah. We need. Yeah,
Oh, we
we
had him
need
right
the-
off the bat.
Yeah, but he needs to go back to the prince or something or other, right? That's
Mm.
that's what was needed. After he's done with this. Yeah, that's right. We need to tell him to do that.
So,
Yeah.
you awaken actually before him.
Yeah, I waken an hour before everyone. To do
Mhm.
Humanity 8.
Stuck in that cave for an hour. Until, finally,
Oh, God.
our, like maybe 30 minutes in, you see several individuals, all of somewhat scholarly looks to them, start making their way past you. over to your Tremere friend.
Does it look like they're going to harm him in any way?
They are, if you do not stop them, starting to set up a ritual of some sort.
On him?
Just
Because I know they need to do
in a clear area of space, basically.
Yeah,
if there's a spot to do a
they need to
weird
do
ritual thing.
I know they need to do a ritual on my sire, so I'm gonna let them do it.
Eventually.
Mm-hmm.
The Scourge awakens with everyone else. He looks over to one of these individuals and says, "Thank you, Archibald. Your service is always appreciated." The man he is speaking to just gives a nod. And these individuals silently start chanting or setting candles or whatever they're doing as our wonderful Scourge picks up. What was it? Your grandsire?
No, he's literally my sire. You said my sire has been in torpor.
Ah, your sire. He picks your sire up and walks him into the center of this grand ritual. And after about 30 minutes to an hour of them just doing ritualistic nonsense from your point of view, one of the individuals walks into the circle with your sire and the Scourge, and you watch as this individual is ritualistically disemboweled.
Oh.
The blood being allowed to pour onto your sire,
Alex's mouth is open.
causing his body to jerk and attack this individual that has been ostensibly murdered in front of him.
Alex's mouth and eyes are wide open. Like,
What?
Yes, you did, Steven. Yes, you did.
What? Is Steven talking?
He typed in chat. I joined at a
I
crazy
joined at a crazy description.
Yeah, but
Damn.
welcome back.
But hello, I'm here, guys. I just got back.
Welcome.
It is I. It is me.
You watch as the Scourge uses some sort of blood sorcery power to, as your sire is drinking, coat him entirely in this individual's blood. And you feel some level of a pulse off of your sire as you watch him come to consciousness, as where previously it looked as if only his beast was driving him.
What the fuck is his name?
Your sire looks
Continue. I'll
around
figure it
as
out.
these individuals start packing up the ritual. And he says, "What is happening?"
Which one is his?
Yarnell is my sire. And who?
I believe in
touch
touch
stands.
stand. Yeah, it's the first character in touch
Ah.
stands.
Cassandra, how long has he been out?
Year or two.
Well, you missed a year or two of shit, man.
Yarnell looks to you, and then to the Scourge, and just says, "I should have been asleep for a lot longer in case." What is the situation?
The ministry is starting to do a stupid idea, or a subsect of the ministry. I should be specific. Has decided to go rogue, and sorry, I'm getting distracted by the typing that's happening. But
You're good. It is distracting.
We need to explain it to him.
Steven, just roll two vampire dice.
1d10 for waking up, 1d10 for Blush of Life. Unless you have Humanity 8, then it's 2d10.
Yeah.
That's all I needed to know. Thank you. It's been a while.
But
I'll just roll 2d10.
The rust is still there.
Yeah.
A subsect of you can also just roll two roll dice. But a subsect of the ministry has decided to do partake in abducting random creatures of the nights, or random creatures, mystical creatures and the such, and it's stolen. Did Brian say out loud that they stole his sire and someone else, or new to the group? I can't remember if he did or not.
Yes, if I remember correctly.
All right, if he
He
did,
made that information known.
okay. They've stolen vampires. They've stolen some dudes you've worked with, some shapeshifters type dude you've worked with in the past that can change to a bunch of crows and then reform back into a human. His sister and a few other people, apparently. A lot, like 20 or 30 or so people, if I remember correctly. And everyone's gonna go against that guy. And we need you. I already got the Nosferatu and the Gangrel Primogen behind this entire action that's happening. I was just seeing, since
This
you...
entire time, he is just staring down at you with his one good eye. Noted.
You gained 2 hunger, Steven. Jesus. Ooh. Well, you should have only
Luckily
been
not
at 1
the only
anyways.
person.
At least he was at 1, because everyone got, like, to go down to 1 hunger anyways last session. Except for me, I chose not
I mean,
to,
depending on how fast you guys rush into fighting other vampires, you might be quenched.
Oh, what do you say you are now?
The followers of Set are up to their old ways, then, or at least some of them.
Mm-hmm. We didn't get a name for these guys, so now we got a name for them.
I would have hoped to have woken up to us being neutral to situations like this. Has something happened to make you have an interest or become invested in this?
We probably would have gotten to the same ways because they stole a few vampires, but I got immediately threatened, and also kind of like every vampire in the city, approximately by that brother that I talked about. He came to my house, said if I find his sister, and if not within a week or so, he was gonna attack anything and everything that is, including in our vampire lineage, so to speak.
Out of character, he also wouldn't know that you're in the Vahim.
He what?
Yeah, you being in the Vahim is very...
Oh yeah, very recent. You're right. Oh yeah, I'm also in the Vahim. I forgot about that. I didn't know you were in Torpor this entire time.
He seems to calculate a few things in his head at that information.
Believe you me, I didn't want to be in this either, but I saved one of their lives, and they're like, you're here now, so...
I apologize that you have to deal with those individuals.
Yeah. A lot more politics than I'd rather deal with, but whatever, I guess. Whatever keeps me from being eaten.
Is this going to just be a copy of what happened with the Tremere? He says, looking to the Scourge, and for once, you see the Scourge actually look a little bit ashamed.
Oh, BB.
The hope is that the entirety of their clan is not a part of that.
Yeah, I think Delphi and Janice are gonna talk to their Primogen here soon, hopefully today. And also, what the hell is the Tremere guy called again? What's his fucking position?
Scourge.
Scourge, the prince needs you. Well, that's also why I came here to tell you that he needs you back at the Elysium after you're done with this. Granted, you probably already knew that anyways.
I felt a pull in my mind toward Prince. Yes.
Mm-hmm. I can walk you there back to
Yarnell just says, "Good. Get the hell out of my goddamn haven, usurper."
Ooh. Ooh.
He's racist.
Who would have guessed? Who could I possibly guess?
I remember the tales of what your people did. You watch as the Scourge just sort of, if he could breathe, breathes in and out to calm himself, and then starts on his hike away with the individuals that were there. Who's just been sort of quiet the entire time, is just like, that was
intense.
Terrifying.
Same difference. I have to deal with that shit
There's a
every
few
day.
differences.
Not with where I have to deal with, but whatever. Are you in or are you out on this ministry attack thing after we figure out shit? Yarnall.
What is the current scale?
Do I know the current scale of how many people are on that may or may not be in the ministry side of this?
You are actually not sure.
I'm not sure, but they wanted us to get as many people as possible, and also to account for this severity of the situation, they gave the entirety of the Vahim the we can kill you for free button, basically, without any consequence, if that's any indication.
I see. So it is likely bad.
Mm-hmm. Like I said, they captured like 30 different mystical animals of some sort or another, as like a museum. Not even like to do anything. It's whatever.
I will do what the prince demands of me. If
Oh.
that is fight, I am honor bound to fight.
I just know you don't like the ministry, so I was just seeing if you would want to or not.
Discretion is the better part of valor.
Fair.
Sadly, he fully stands up and just sort of shifts into a bear.
Yeah.
Just a fucking grizzly. And you can tell through your bond with him, he is saying something along the line, I will be there.
Alright, Dooley, one
Remember
more thing.
not to run away.
Dooley noted. One thing before I leave. Were you mad or upset that you got awakened earlier?
As
Torpor.
asinine as it might sound, being awoken during torpor is usually not a good thing. And much less good is the fact that there are benefits to being missing for so long.
I mean, to be fair, the only people that are knowing that you're going to be awake now is the Vahim, the Tremere, and I guess his cohorts, though they're probably just honor bound by him anyways, and everyone here, so you're still unknown to be here anyways. So, yeah.
He starts his way out.
I'll wait a bit and then I'll leave after him. And I just go to Janice's house, I guess, because that's where I'm going to assume that them and Delphi are going to meet for where they're going to be.
That's usually where I have people meet me. Alright.
Yep. Somebody else now.
I mean, if you go to my place, we could go to me.
Yeah. Well,
Alright.
I'm guessing everyone's going to try and get to your place, so I would think everyone else, right?
Fair if we want to go through others first.
Probably best to do others.
Yeah.
Alright.
Mostly my girl just waking up. She peeks in on her son, even if he's asleep. And then
All right.
heads over. I said over weird. He heads over.
All
Or
right.
she heads over. God damn, I am out of it. Like I said before
Yeah?
this.
You changed gender? Damn.
No, I did not. Look, I said before we started the session,
Listen,
I
as
have
much
been
as I'm
out
sure
of it.
Delphi would
She saw
absolutely
us
love
to meet
jumping
you
at
earlier.
that chance.
Hey, just to let everyone know, I failed both roles.
Yeah, we saw.
Yeah, we know. Hunger 3, I'm guessing.
So, is Brian also just sort of going?
Man, my boy can never not be fucking hungry in this series.
Hey, if it makes
to
you
be
feel any
fair,
better,
hey, you are playing a vampire.
I mean,
If
yeah,
it makes you feel
that's
any
extremely
better,
fair.
I'm also at Hunger 3.
Yeah, my boy's been going the entire time, I guess. It's just I got lost.
Beth over here handing me every single piece of food she bought me. Single piece of food. I appreciate the fact that they bought them for me. It is sort of funny seeing your hand reach over my computer and it just have like one thing in it.
Look, man, I was grabbing them out of the bag.
You can pile them up and then hand them.
Oh,
Okay, Janice, what are you
Anyways.
doing?
Well, main thing I'm doing is waking the fuck up, Samurai. She
Alright.
wakes up and feels a pang inside her as she does, wondering if she's been pushing herself a little bit too hard lately. And she feels that's even more confirmed when she attempts Blush of Life in the mirror and just sees herself like and
Sort
feels
of
herself growing
contort.
even more hungry as she pulls together her facsimile of life, but there's little time to address it, unfortunately. Instead, she takes the time before anyone arrives to go over to her wall-mounted phone and call up her sire again.
Her sire.
Sorry, grandsire.
There we go.
Your sire, he was erased from existence long ago.
I mean, kind of.
Yeah, actually.
I call up my grandsire. Hello?
Oh, hello.
Just
How are
wanted
you?
to double check that everything's ready to move when we need it to.
What needs to be in order is being made in order.
Thanks. I'm going to attempt to talk with a few more people. Hopefully, I'll have good news to report.
Good to hear. I apologize if I'm not as candid as I usually am.
It's fine. I'm not exactly in the mood to be that candid myself. I'll speak with you later. Is there anything you need me to prepare on my end?
Not as of the moment. Perhaps if you can find some dead and raise them for yourself, that would help with your goals.
With the permission I have right now, I could make the dead. My voice stays fully monotone, but he would know me well enough by now to know that that's what I pass as a joke.
Oh, they're really taking this seriously.
Maybe I should find some dead, though. Ugh. It
Do you
seems
have the ability to create at least the minor dead?
No, that's not it. It's... I maybe have been pushing myself too much lately. My hunger grows.
Stress.
Not unmanageable, but it grows.
Do not ruin yourself with your own work.
I won't, but when I find some time, I'm gonna drop by a morgue or something. Speak with you later, Kirito.
You don't know it. I just nodded.
Yes, that's... Phones are not
Some-
visual.
Sometimes I wonder if it would have been better to be a Lasombra.
That would make... Never mind. I'll
It
speak
was
with you-
also a joke.
Sorry. You know I'm bad at interpreting facial and emotional expressions. If only there was a term for that. Anyways.
But there it click.
I'm from the 90s. I refuse to be diagnosed with autism.
I'm from the 1900s.
I'm just neurodivergent. I'm not autistic.
I'm from the 70s.
My character just adamantly refuses to get an autism diagnosis.
Oh, sorry. I'm from the 50s, technically.
Give me a second.
Arguably, that's worse.
The late 70s, early 80s.
Anyways. Alright. My character, after they finish that, figures that everyone will be here soon enough, though they do contemplate for a moment if there is a spirit, they should try raising themselves. But before anything like that can happen, I assume other people start to arrive.
I almost forgot. I did pick up Alexander.
Ah,
Oh, that's the ministry boy.
Mm-hmm. I'm like, yo, you're coming with me.
the misprofiled red snake boy.
When everyone starts to arrive, I just open up the door for them.
My girls are like, Janice, darling. Let's like go and hug
Hey.
you.
Hey, Delphine. I don't hug back. I just stand there, and then I look over. Alexander, nod my head.
Hi. Still alive. Don't worry about that.
Good. Take a seat anywhere you like. There's just lawn chairs.
By the way, he did look down at himself after saying still alive.
Well,
As alive as you
I
can
told-
be.
As much as I can want to be. He
alive
says.
to I can't remember. Is this guy? He is actually a ministry member, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just look, well, about as alive as the rest of us.
At least you can say that no Wolfie came by. I did not smell him there.
Oh, sorry your boyfriend didn't visit.
Hold on, what? Alexander's
fucked a
just
werewolf.
looking
I
at
just
that
said-
confusedly.
With no change in tone, just, she fucked a werewolf.
What? That's a possibility?
Do you have a dick?
I mean, it's not like it works anymore at this point.
It can if you try hard enough.
I
There's some of us that have a harder issue with that.
I mean... Hey, by the way, I'm just gonna point out this horrid thing I realized recently. So how a vampire pumping blood to make boner work? That's pretty straightforward. But girls also need to do that, implying the blood is what makes their pussy wet. Anyways.
I hated everything of that sentence.
I mean,
I don't think you're wrong,
technically
though.
speaking, all of your bodily functions that are pretending to work as you are,
Are fueled by blood.
yeah,
so sorry,
like
Ryan's
your
grandmother.
spit is blood,
Your
technically.
spit is blood.
I don't even think she watched this one.
She
Oh,
does.
Really?
Oh,
Yeah,
I mean, how far in does she watch?
she's caught up.
Oh no.
Damn.
Oh no.
Sorry!
No, he's not. Don't listen to him. He's lying to you.
Wait, who specifically is caught up?
Ryan's grandmother.
Oh!
Was she specific about this one or the Power Rangers one?
It's
thought she
okay.
watched it
Listen,
Hi!
you say, oh no, but knowing Ryan, she is a perfectly sound and reasonable
Woman?
adult woman.
Yeah. Hi,
Yeah,
hi,
to be
And
Ryan.
this is
though.
explicitly an explicit thing.
Mhm.
Hi, Ryan's mom.
Yeah.
Or grandma,
Grandma.
sorry.
Grandmom.
I meant
I mean,
grandma.
to be
Grandma.
fair, the very
Look,
first
I did
Vampire
say I'm
Mas-
out of it.
To be fair, though, the very first Vampire Masquerade session we ever did had Beth flashing her tits, so, like...
Fake tits,
She
by the
did
way.
say something about that. Anyway, let's let's
I mean,
continue
those are
talking.
just rearranged parts of fat on her body, so real, technically.
Also, since I'm
Anyway.
humanity, I don't need to fake having sex.
Oh, good for
Regardless.
you.
I get
They
sad.
aren't.
You're a good enough person that you can fuck.
Yep.
Grats.
Anyway.
Stiff ass arm.
Alright, so... Jesus Christ.
Well, the vampires, the first ones that created fisting.
Uh, nope. Nope. Alright, moving on. Anyways, after they arrive, who's the next one through the sitcom door?
Brian, he is way closer than I
Brian.
am. I'm in the fucking woods. And I chose
Harris?
not to fly. I'm walking.
Harris, I say with a nod of my head as you enter.
These damn people. Don't stop changing these damn signs. I got lost on my way up here again.
Do you have
you
no sense of
fucking
internal
Zorro?
navigation?
No, it's not that. I could have swore I know what your street is called. I get to it, and it doesn't say the street name. I make a full U-turn, come back around just for it to say your street name.
You should look into a glasses prescription.
He
I
went
say
through
as I-
five.
It's just fine.
Just to let you know, he went through like 5 alleyways to get here. I took one. And
How
that's
many
when
fingers
Alex
am I
joins
holding
in.
up? I just say. She just says, holding up her hand.
You gonna pull the stupid shit with the thumb thing to me?
The thumb counts as a finger for this case.
All right, 3.
She pulls off the glove she was wearing to reveal that she had her hand in a closed fist. But just stuck up the fingers.
I'm walking inside, and you will not have a lawn chair when I get done.
I hug Brian.
Oh, we huggy?
I'm
We
very
hug
huggy
like
today.
Okay, I hug back.
He passed by me
I
like
kinda
5
just-
times, by the way. Alex
Shut
says
the fuck
it.
up!
Why did you
I
not
didn't know if that
help?
was you or not.
I don't know how the hell he got here before me with that those navigation skills. We got here, so it doesn't matter.
I mean, he does have super speed.
I set up chairs for everyone.
Looks at keys to motorcycle in hand.
Yeah, you forgot about that now, didn't you?
Don't worry about Shadow the Hedgehog over there. I sit down. But also, I want to note that I sit on the chair like a cool person, so like it's backwards.
I see.
Oh, that energy is what we're bringing to the session today.
I mean, I just do the Brian thing of I sit upside down.
But I also have my arms folded and I'm kind of pressing my head into my arms, tilting it to the side. Alright. So, has everyone gathered the reinforcements they could on their own?
Thumbs up.
That's what
Oh,
we were
should
doing.
I call? Hold on. Should I call our werewolf friend?
That's up to you.
That was an idea. That was an idea I came up with and told Janice. Delphi was you were doing something earlier, but that was the decent idea I came up with.
Yeah.
Because they may
I mean,
also
I
have a
have his
werewolf in
number.
there. And you said that
I hold up
chick-
my phone. I'm like, I have his number.
Oh, good. You have booty calls on speed dial.
Tell
Alex just pipes up and is like, I mean, hey, if you're gonna have a booty call of anything, at least it's interesting.
Oh, Alex.
Give me a
I'm
second.
glad you're
Hi.
here. There was
I
a
walk
reason
out
you
of
I've
were
been
brought
here.
I know.
I walk out of the room.
Oh,
But,
oh,
She's
okay.
making the
She's
call.
gonna make the call. But Alex, there was a reason I requested you were brought here. We're going to speak with the primogen of the ministry, and you're going to be there.
Ah. I don't suppose I have a choice on that matter.
No.
Figured.
How often do you have choice, to be fair?
When no one cares that I exist. Which is surprisingly a lot.
When did you get
Unfortunately
here?
for you, right now,
He was
you
here
might
before
just be
Delphi
the
brought
most
me.
important person we know.
After hearing Delphi brought me. That makes sense. That checks out. And Brian is still just upside down in the lawn chair.
With all the blood rushing to your
Why?
head, you still can't have a singular thought.
You think that's where the blood was rushing. It's just in my shoulders right now.
Wait, no.
Janice, there's
It's
nothing
going
in his head
wherever
for it to
you're
rush
pushing
to.
it with blush, isn't it?
Janice eventually stands up, walks over, and sits on top of Brian's chest.
Ah! Ah! I didn't agree to this. Wait,
I know you didn't.
Mm.
why? Why are we doing this?
To torture you.
Oh, also, just to let you know, since we involve boons and stuff, I have a minor boon for the. Well, he owes me a minor boon. The primogen of the Nosferatu.
Good.
Man, everyone seemed to be busy. I didn't do fucking shit.
Except get hungry. I can hear your stomach from over here.
You
That's
know,
mine.
I think it's both ears.
God, you're heavy.
I'm not. You're just weak. We should
I
probably
would-
get to Delphi.
Yeah, Delphi.
So, Delphi,
Bring, bring.
Bring, bring.
it takes a second, but you do get an answer to your call. Hey.
Hey, do you remember me? Hello?
This is the first time I've gotten this call from this number.
Cute blonde, nice apartment. Actually, a condo, really.
Ah. Nice ass.
I would hope so. At least yours was.
What happened? How far? How is she? Did she get high? Like,
I mean, she's been progressively high this entire time.
Yeah, she has.
okay, that's what I thought. Me and Steven thought that.
She's high on werewolf blood.
Yeah. My girl just says, "So, would you like to kill some vampires?"
These are interesting terms.
You're probably put in the fact that he's gonna be fighting alongside vampires. I feel like Alex just comes over and whispers in her ear.
What's
So, you know
in it
the
for me?
First off, do you know the disappearances?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
do. I've looked in the news.
We found out who was doing it. Some of your people were taken, and I believe, and some of our people were taken. So we're going to be taking care of business, so to speak.
Hmm.
This is up to you. Honestly, you don't have to, because you would be fighting alongside some of us, but you would get the chance to kill.
How obvious is this fight going to be?
Hopefully not obvious at all.
Tell me where and about when.
Wow, why did I say Maxie? God damn it. Reese,
Yes.
do I know approximately where and when?
We would know the where at least. It's the old Tremere
Yeah.
building.
The where, definitely. When, not so much.
I know the where, but not the when yet. But I will send the location to you momentarily, and as soon as I find out the when, I'll send that as well.
Okay.
She sends the location.
Noted. I will point out I'm not. There's definitely less friendly individuals of my persuasion. When they get here to the place, it might be more or less pretty than you would want it to be.
I understand.
Grim words for a Toreador.
Look. we have technically a common enemy at the moment, so hopefully that should be enough to at least persuade a little bit. Is what my thinking is, at least.
My folk have been at odds with your folk basically this entire time.
Maybe if we both survive, we can have another fun time.
We'll see.
All right. I'll let you know when. Have a good rest of your night.
I will.
She hangs up.
Boy.
She just hears before it hangs up.
Twirling a piece of hair in her hand while she's talking at the end.
Actually, yes. Yes.
That's exactly
Screw
the
it,
image
yeah.
I had. Because you're also
walks-
still high on werewolf stuff, along with being horny. Perpetually horny.
She walks back in, claps her hands together, and just like, well, we may have at least one, possibly more werewolves showing up. So if that happens, just stay out of the werewolf's way.
Did you put all your fucking blood in your feet? Why the fuck are you heavy? God damn!
Sure, let's go with that.
God, get on the fuck off me! God, this is actually hurting now.
It'll be
Ask
more
her.
ass.
Walk
She's not
into.
standing on you, she's sitting on you. Those are two different things, Brian.
No,
He doesn't know basic anatomy.
Okay, I'm not stupid. You could. Did you not? This is out of character. Did you not say you stood on my chest?
No, I said sat.
I could have sworn you said stood.
It's fine.
I heard sat.
Okay,
But
well,
it is
you said-
also
There's
funny
similar
that
words.
he's just
Yeah,
There's
oh,
similar
yeah.
going insane because of this.
God damn.
To be
Wait,
fair, I think I'm crushing most of his internal organs. I don't know if he's thinking straight.
no. Why?
To be fair, he
why the
doesn't need
fuck-
them.
Are you
Okay,
okay?
listen. Okay, I'll ask nicely. Why? First off, why are you sitting on me again? Secondly,
not?
could you play? That is not a reasonable answer. Listen, just because someone's chest looks nice and sittable doesn't mean you should sit on it. Could you please get
never
off my
mind, you made
chest?
this weird. She
You
stands
know-
up.
Thank
Even in
you.
context, this sounds very kinky.
Huh?
Anyways,
That's just because it's you, Delphi.
did you
Calm
get
yourself.
support from the werewolf?
Yes. So
Good.
we've got a werewolf, at least one, possibly more. If there are more, we have to watch out and be out of the werewolf's way when they
Oh,
come
I
by.
wonder. The things that can slice a fucking steel support beam
Good.
in half. For people we
Also,
need to
the
watch out for.
chantry is no longer safe for any vampire. They know the location.
Had a feeling. It's not like we were supposed to go there anyways.
Hmm.
Oh, sorry, she said kindred to the group.
Yep.
She did say vampire to the werewolves, but she said kindred to the group.
Which technically might be confusing for a werewolf, because they mostly call us leeches.
Put my skull right side up.
I go over and I grab Alexander by the wrist as I just start walking with him. You ever been to
Oh
Elysium
no, am I going to
before?
get sat on too now?
Maybe, if you're a good boy. You ever been to Elysium
oh.
before?
Brian, I'm
Don't
riding with
listen
you
to
on your
her. She's
motorcycle.
evil.
I've been to a museum before. Kind of
Elysium.
question-
No,
Oh,
that's where
Elysium?
we came
Yeah,
from.
that's where you found me.
Oh, right. Well, you're going back there. We're bringing you back to the orphanage.
Janice,
Oh, but-
is your head doing okay?
I'm fine. I reach the door and stop for a second before turning. And Brian, to your point, we're all evil. We lost our souls as soon as we were bitten. And then I leave and close the door behind me.
Okay. You gotta get philosophical with me, don't you? Like,
I think
Technically,
she
it's not
was.
the bite. My girl just like, technically, it's not the bite itself.
It's more than that, but I feel fine.
I open
feel
up the
about-
door. You know what I fucking meant. And then I close it again.
Oh, well, I'm riding with you, Delphi. Brian didn't bring his motorcycle this time. You gonna run to it? Or are you gonna get lost again?
Ryan, you can have a ride in my vehicle.
Alex is just staring at Brian to see if he's gonna
I'm like,
test
I'm
to see if he's
adjusting
gonna
my
get lost.
chest and just thumbs up. I think she broke a rib somehow.
It'll get healed at some point.
It will, but like it just.
Oh no, it's another thing that's randomly floating inside your body that you don't have any control over anyway.
Sorry.
Oh, cry me a
Just-
river.
I just looked at yeah.
Mimetic maculations.
Yeah.
Meth.
Shut up!
Look at math. I hope you enjoyed that.
That is
I
funny.
did.
Yeah, we get in the car with Delphi. Me and Brian. Died to Elysium.
Yep.
All right.
My girl on the drive there, by the way, is just like, you know, we do go to the Elysium a lot, but I feel like the last couple days we've been here a lot.
Oh, I wonder why, Delphi. There's a big old
Shut up,
reason
Alex.
why. Yeah, stop getting your panties in a twist. Hell, I guarantee you probably
I'm
tried to
not
get in the
wearing
werewolf's
any.
pants again. God damn it!
Brian
don't
with
need to
the
know that.
biggest eyebrow raise known to mankind. Now, while the information is helpful only to a few, I don't think we're the two that is helpful
You
to.
know what? Screw it. Bet. Show me that you don't have any fucking underwear on.
Shut the fuck up, Alex. Listen,
Alex doesn't
for
care at
once,
this
I'll
point.
be the voice of reason. Do you know how bass-ackwards this is? All right? Steven had a very bad speech impediment right there, all right? We're going to
No,
ignore
that
that.
worked wonderfully in character. I'm gonna be real with you. That was great. My character just sitting in her car turns to Alexander. You ever feel like the energy of the universe is just very horny today?
He starts shaking out of fear.
I don't want to answer that.
Listen. I don't get a choice on what happens in my life, apparently.
Yeah, same for all of us. I then just go quiet again as we drive to the Elysium.
Delphi's driving, by the way.
Yeah, we
So-
know.
I know, we're in 2 different vehicles.
I know, but when he has to show,
Yeah.
it would have been
Speed bump.
harder.
We don't slow down for the don't. We did not slow down for the speed bump. Got it. Yep.
Alright, we arrive at Elysium.
Next time, wear a seatbelt, Brian, then.
Do you not see the strap as you hear the donk as it like, aw, damn it locked.
Anyways,
My
I'm sorry,
character...
the fucking back
on.
and forths are fucking hilarious.
hold on. Just because, as soon as they get into the range of the Elysium, she does flash Brian and Alex.
Like when you guys get out the car.
Yeah.
And as you guys arrive, I'm, like, perched on top of my hood like L from Death Note smoking a cigarette.
You know what? Fuck it. You and Alexander also get flashed technically because she's next to you guys.
Well, at least
You
it's
only
not the
got ran
worst
through by a-
day I've ever seen.
You look like you got ran through by both football teams.
Delphi.
You asked to see it.
I
Delphi.
did. Not Brian.
He did.
Oh. Didn't
Now-
know you liked Delphi like that. Congratulations.
First, I'm just gonna say this. Thank you. Secondly,
You saw it earlier. You had sex
Hands
next
over
to
here
her.
like,
I
It was
turn
an
around and secondly, we do now as much as it is nice. Don't do it in public. We do kind of be in a little bit of a public space right here.
It's nighttime
We're
next
at-
to
You
Elysium.
want one too?
We are at
I
the
say,
Elysium. Oh my god.
I say, waving my cigarette.
Do you know how many people are walking around inside the building right now with nothing but a thong on?
None.
Okay, my
I'd
interest
say
has now been piqued,
none.
but I do not want to know that statistic right now.
It's usually none.
Mm,
I turn around.
I
It's
shoved
never
the cigarette
zero.
in
Holiday it
Alexander-
is.
I shoved the cigarette in Alexander's mouth before he can finish
What?
talking.
Fuck you. Ah,
You wish.
fuck. My tongue.
I then just continue to smoke it as I just hop off the car hood and walk over to the
For
door.
once, I'm happy to be around everyone.
Good.
I just
time
put my
to ruin
arm
your
around
mood.
Brian and Alex as we walk in.
I just say, good. Time to ruin all of your moods. I then push open the doors and walk in.
The moon's
Ah.
always ruined more in here. It's all you
Blah.
about.
From your boy.
Yeah, the tongue on the cigarette on tongue never really. Yeah, it's not. It's never. It
Actually,
never
no.
feels good.
I pushed in the filter, not the hot part. I pushed in the end you smoke from.
Brian still.
Honestly,
says
it would have
what
been
he
funnier
says.
if it was the hot part.
You know what? Fuck it, we're vampires. It was the hot part.
Brian still says what he says.
I then I walk through and go to the front. We need counsel with both the prince and give Kai 1 second.
Scrolling.
Did you send them in SL VPCs or in touch stands? The Primogens.
They're all in VPCs.
Yeah.
Alright.
You just gotta scroll.
We need to talk with Regulus. That's the Primogen of the ministry.
Oh, got it.
We need to speak with both the
The-
prince and Regulus.
The singular hound that is currently within the Elysium just nods and gestures towards the door.
Everyone else out on the streets?
Yeah. According to them, because of the fact that I've got enough fortitude to, and I quote, take a nuke, apparently I'm the one that's going to be guarding.
Well,
Well, here's your trophy. I toss a cigarette, like, right at his forehead and then walk past.
also, just so you're aware, I put a hand on Alex's head, if I can reach it, actually. How tall is Alex?
6 foot.
No, not your Alex, the other
Oh,
Alex.
yeah, it's okay.
Reese.
Hmm?
How tall
Alexander.
is Alexander?
It's fairly average.
Okay, she puts a hand on top of his head and just says, he is a Vehemen training. This is news to him, I assume, Reese.
Yep, definitely.
I slow turn.
I belong here.
We were given permission to add people to the Vehem.
I know. But how you worded that caught me off guard is all.
I was surprised.
Did
with this,
you
with anything
not
she
get
says.
training? He says.
Thrown to the wolves, dude. Hypothetically, because we're not wolves.
You
I mean,
jumped
you're not
into the
being
fight.
more
That
literally
was your
thrown to
fault,
the
Brian.
wolves.
I assume we're walking, by the way.
Yeah.
She just looks at Alex or Alexander and says, "The only reason why you're in training technically is because of what's going on right now. Otherwise, you would have just been thrown to the wolves. You have to prove yourself."
Listen, I prefer getting any training before doing any job.
This is
And
more of
also-
a you have to prove yourself situation.
And also for context, Brian threw himself into the fight they got into this thing for. That was not our fault.
Yeah.
What?
Look, I've been training to be a harpy, and then got told I was going to be part of the Vehem. So
I was trying to survive. I saved Delphi's life, and now I'm in the Vehem. I didn't even mean for this shit to happen. I just want to be in my
I saw you
fucking
just
cabin in
put
the
me
woods.
in here.
Yeah, in the first mission we had,
This
you were just like
poor
bonsai.
fucking hound is just watching you guys bicker.
we're walking away. Or
Statement
further
still
in.
stands.
There's no in between. It's like the stairway and then the very large room where the Primogen just fucking hang out.
Fair.
I'm so nice. All of you had good times and a little bit of any sort of training. My fucking God, my fucking sire threw me in this.
I was part of the student exchange program.
Training
What the
is in
fuck? Why am I the odd one out? What the fuck?
What do you mean odd one out? I didn't even want to be here either. Hell, I didn't even have training. This was just for my human experience before I got turned.
Well, now it's the fucking prince's turn. Apparently. To look at all of you like, who have I hired? It's way too late for her to say she has no connection to any of you.
All right, so we make it.
Did someone
Actually-
strangle a bird?
No, Kai was
I-
mimicking the
on-
door opening.
No, I hit my hand
On
too hard.
Brian
and
and Janice, technically.
Ooh.
I'll hit Brian first with this. Brian, remember that one Ventru that talked to you in the underpass?
Yeah? We had like a solid talk about like responsibility? Yeah?
Yeah, you see him.
What the fuck is he doing here?
Wait, who?
I met a dude on a like beneath a bridge.
Henry. You all
In
remember
the-
Henry, right?
Oh,
I remember.
shit!
We all remember.
And Janice would know Henry as the one that was swapped
Oh.
for you. Him being here probably means your grandsire said, hey, go make sure that the prince knows that we're on board. So you're
Alright.
unsurprised.
Huh. Why is he here?
Would I know him because I've been with the
No.
Oh.
All the rest of you just see this random, probably Ventru.
I
In
pause.
fact, he's sitting near the prince.
And you said I would recognize him, right?
Yes.
I just walk over. Henry.
Janice.
In a
Did you know
bit.
each other?
He was a member of the old Vahim,
Oh.
right?
Yes. He did. He was on the old list, but eventually got taken out of it once. You're not sure why. He was fairly competent.
Interesting seeing you again.
It was seen that I was needed in the current political climate to be here as representative in turn for the Hecate.
Yes. He has been spending time with my grandsire.
Internally, Delphi's thinking, he's cute.
Ooh.
Indeed,
Regardless-
he has, the prince says. Anything new?
Oh!
I was out of character.
So I know you said we were in charge of gathering some forces. I should probably inform you that I made a temporary alliance with at least one wolf. It's better to come clean now than later. she says. Look, it's better to know now and not be surprised.
Uh,
Are they just going to go there?
As soon as I give a time, yes.
She looks like she thinks for a moment and says, might be best to just send them in as a vanguard.
she looks like she thinks for a moment, but she's never done that once in her goddamn life.
What?
What?
Sorry. Sorry. That
Wait,
just-
no, what?
Oh, so you said that she looks like she thinks, and I would just, and I just like my head said I need to say this, and I just said she looks like she thinks, but she's never done that in her life.
Oh my god.
Listen, it's not one of your NPCs. They're not gonna scream, I'm a tool.
Shut the fuck up.
That's crazy.
Either way.
Anyways,
Well, at least we have a way to hit them hard if we know we're going to be fighting.
It does technically mean that the Chantry is not going to be a good location for the Kindred ever again.
I mean,
it already wasn't.
I already think this battle was.
Oh no,
that
the
way anyways.
werewolves knew of the Chantry long ago.
Anyways, regardless,
We got my sire on board for you just need to give him the order and that'll be all of his
as
children and
as
all
you
that.
should know, my grandsire is also at the ready.
Along
Good.
with the Nosferatu and Gangrel Primogen said they're good on this as well.
There is one last person we intend to speak with. We
There he
must-
is. I
Yes.
whisper that to myself.
We need I just look over, deadpan, and then just. We need counsel with the Ministry, Primogen. Oh. And, to inform you, I point to Alexander. He is the newest member of the Vahim.
In training, he has to prove himself technically.
He's the newest member of the Vahim.
There's a little bit of a twisted smile that goes on to this woman as she just says, I hope you don't end up becoming our second scourge.
Yeah, Brian instinctually.
He gives a look
says-
of like, oh.
Yeah, Brian instinctually says, that smile creeps me out.
Speaking
I
of
said
which-
that out loud, didn't I? I am
Yes, you
so
did.
sorry.
Anyways,
Speaking of which, did Zachariah get here okay?
yes.
Oh, okay. Good.
He said something about needing food.
Mm.
He can handle that on his own.
Mm-hmm.
So you needed to talk to the Ministry Primogen.
Yes. Either he'll double down on his loyalties, or he'll be forced to move for us.
Either way, we'll know where he's.
We'll know where his loyalties
Alliance.
lies, or at least who he fears more.
And also, if he decides to pull back, he'll pull back the ones that aren't with that ministry subsect of what did my sire call them? The something of fuck.
Something about snakes.
Was it Sobek?
The
Followers
followers
of
of Set.
This the followers of Set. Thank you.
That's just
The
another
followers
name
of
for the
Set.
ministry.
Oh, okay.
That's the Ministry as a whole's original.
They sort of rebranded recently. Perhaps he could either just be him being a blood racist, knowing your sire, or
Yeah, you hit it on the nail there. You don't even need to make another one.
well, It could imply something actually important, though. From what I know, the current Primogen moved the ministry away from the worship of Set. Perhaps these are still loyalists to him.
Well, then that's a good distinction,
That
then, I
is
guess.
true.
Well, let's bring him in here. Wherever the fuck they are.
Oh, I have him hog-tied in my personal quarters upstairs.
Literally or
Ooh.
figuratively?
You could probably do that to Delphi, too, and she'll like it.
The energy of the universe has been very horny today. I say to the princes, though, that's just a logical explanation.
I see. Not literally.
Good. Fair.
I've been having him do an audit of his domain.
Hmm.
Do you mind if we go in, then?
Yes. Go ahead.
I nod my head and stand up.
I stand up and do a curtsy.
I just nod my head.
You all?
I
And
do a
Go
slight bow
upstairs.
of my head and go.
yeah,
And this is the furthest up any of you have been in this building. As you enter a opulent office space, which with several doors going in different directions.
my girl just whispers, I feel so honored.
I just walk through. Regulus?
Ow.
Yes.
We wish to speak with you. Have you been informed of the goings-on in town?
He's doing an audit.
It's about the missing individuals, yes?
Yes.
I've not been informed by our prince fully.
Then we will inform you fully. The leaders of it appear to be members of your clan. What were their names again? I say, turning
Yeah,
to,
Oh, shit. Let me find them. It's in fucking Salt in the City. Nope, it is not. What?
Did you write him down somewhere?
It was typed out somewhere. Oh, wait. Hold on. Not there. BPCs. Let me scroll down. There it is. Lock, I believe, is the one that Reese
You
made
say
this
the
up.
word Locke as a name, and he stops writing whatever thing he was writing and looks up.
Out of character, there's 2 more names, right?
Yeah, Fire and Valerian, but we figured out that those do not correlate to this at all.
Okay.
I believe, right,
Ah.
Reese?
I thought they did.
One of them definitely didn't, because
One
them's
of them was just sort of
my grandsire that just had that
Yeah.
ability to do that. Fire, maybe.
and Fire and Locke, I believe, were both
Their ministry.
sort of in on it,
No, I believe
and
he
both
said,
ministry.
I believe he name dropped Locke as like the leader of them. I thought.
You guys captured one of the two, is the thing.
That's right.
Yeah.
We captured
And
Fire.
the situation isn't over.
We captured
Otherwise-
Fire. It's Locke.
Yes,
It's Locke.
We inform him of all this.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's been a while, folks. It's been a while.
As you are explaining this to this Primogen, he is slowly starting to just rub his forehead.
Alright, but,
So that's why the audit.
yes.
Keep me away from my clan.
Well, we were going to ask here. The other Primogens have sworn to do so. Will you provide assistance in the battle against the rogue elements of your clan?
Yes.
Good.
Um,
I knew
trying to see if I
accepting
have-
their goddamn territory was going to end poorly for me.
Where?
I have insight. Can I use my
The
insight?
Tremere's old territories.
Reese, can I use my insight to see if I can sense whether or not he was even a part of that whole situation, like his facial expressions and shit?
You can try.
Yay! What is the role specifically for that? I assume intuition, but like, or insight.
Intuition.
Insight. Look, I said it's an off day for me multiple times. Insight.
Either way, insight.
Wits?
You're just trying to figure this out as everyone's
Yeah,
talking
I'm trying to like
him, right?
read him. Yeah.
Insight resolve.
Resolve.
Since you
Ooh.
are
That's
watching
That's 4 dice for me. What about you?
as it
guys?
happens.
That's 5 dice for me.
Yeah, you do it, Elfie. I was just gonna see if
I always love when people have the instinct of, ooh, I might be good.
yeah.
And you do not do pops.
No.
No, I do not.
That's 3 with technically a bestial fail. If it fails.
You're, as far as you can tell, unsure. He clearly doesn't seem happy to hear it from someone not in his clan if he were aware of it,
Ah.
which sort of gives you the vibe of either he knew and was keeping a distance, plausible deniability, or he didn't know and these are some younger vampires doing some dumb shit and he's upset.
Okay. I assume if the bestial fail didn't pop, that means I passed, technically?
Yeah, you passed on a lower difficulty, not one of the higher difficulties you could have gotten.
Alright. She's not gonna mention anything right now, but she will mention it to the prince.
Fair enough. Either way, he looks at all of you and just says, the assumption is that I am ringleader of this. I would guess, given the around. Most of the Vahim is here, and
Oh no, he's a member of the Vahim.
noted. Man looks to the side.
Wait, which man looks to the side?
Fucking Alex.
Oh.
Alex is like a.
But yeah, we're seeing if you would have had any knowledge of this, and or if you want to help us fight back against them, or if you don't want to, you can pull back the ones that are not within that group, so we get rid of the ones that are the problem in your clan.
He looks conflicted for a second, and then just says, I will pull the ones that I am most sure of the loyalty of. The rest can burn.
Alright.
Oh, they'll do more than burn.
Actually,
with
burning would be pretty
Wow.
effective.
Yeah, but it would stop us from attacking and probably also kill the vampires that they have captured, too.
Fair.
My sire is captured.
That's why I said that, Brian. Pay
Hands over here
attention.
like, Brian.
Brian.
I believe that is all we needed of you, though.
I can only presume that the prince is going to have a direct conversation with me after all of you.
Oh, probably.
Most likely.
Presumably.
Well then,
Sorry, something
if
almost.
you have no other
Well.
questions for me, please be gone. I want to get the other bandage off faster.
Will do.
Fair enough.
I say.
I give a thumbs up and back out.
I assume we, head
Yeah, we
out.
all walk out, yeah.
Alrighty. Enjoy the ripping of it off. I waddle.
You waddle?
The correct statement happened. Statement has been said. I waddle.
Okay.
Did you shit yourself, Brian?
I don't want to talk about it.
Did you stick something in your pants?
No.
Well, we'd have to try and have
Brian-
something sticking out
Brian?
of his pants.
I swear if you stole something and shoved it in your pants again.
I did not. It's not this obvious this time, I promise you.
Alex
What-
just
what?
says, again?
He tried to pull off a baguette as his dick once.
No, I'm actually talking about the time he stole nearly $1,000 worth of Rolexes.
Oh, I remember that.
It wasn't 1,000. It was
It's very
258.
clear to Alex, I assume, that you're all just taking the piss out of him.
Yes.
No, the watches incident was real. It was part of the old Vahim.
The baguette is
Well,
also
it's part
real.
of the old beam.
The baguette one was real, and he did eat
That's-
it after.
Anyways,
Alex is just looking confused. He looks over to Brian.
That was pulling your leg. Don't worry about it. You have a very hilarious look on your face when you're confused. I thought you should know that.
I'm happy to be of entertainment, I suppose.
To be fair, this is what I went through on my first day here. You're doing fine. You can tell that one's really giddy at it. Points at Delphi.
Oh, shut up.
She's getting about
Oh,
another thing.
please. You did this shit worse to me when I first came here. You're getting them off easy.
Look, you liked that lap dance.
What was
Do
this?
new members get lap dances, he says.
no they don't. I just say as I start to walk out faster.
She's pulling your leg and
Prince just
also
looking
mine
at all of you
now.
like, why is this my Vahim?
I curtsy again. Reese, do I know if the Vahim can, like, read minds or whatever?
Hmm?
Or no? Is that even a power?
Yes, it is. It's part of Auspex. Something like only 2 of you have
Okay.
currently.
Well, I haven't looked at all the Auspex powers yet.
There's one that's literally like
Shut up.
telepathy.
Does-
me said no have it,
Does
but
the
me has
prince
access.
have it?
Both of you, I believe, have it. You both have premonition. Like premonition
They're
isn't.
talking about literally
reading
not having
minds,
the
but
I'm
ability.
if you put-
asking if the prince has the ability to
You
read
don't
minds.
know this.
Okay.
Anyways, moving on.
Yeah.
That wasn't less directed at them. Anyways, alright. We have everything in place now. Let's go to the prince.
No, we're in front of the prince.
Oh, sorry. I just say
y'all-
we have everything in place now. We have all our resources. I leave it to your judgment when the attack should be called.
You will be contacted when it is time.
Oh.
There are other cogs at work currently. and I need to talk to him.
Oh.
But first, do you guys... She asks you to inform her of what all of you said between yourself and that Primogen.
Yeah, my girl says, I specifically didn't say much, if anything at all, but I was watching, and I did see how they reacted.
I did say that.
And?
Oh, sorry.
I explained what I witnessed their reaction as.
Noted.
I told them about the situation of why we came here to ask, and they seemed upset, hurt, and then once I gave them the opportunity to pull out the ones that weren't a part of this fiasco, he said yeah, I'll take out the ones that I fully trust that are not corrupted or something of that sort.
The ones who are normal.
Yes, the ones that are normal, and the rest can burn. That's basically what he said.
I like to hear words like that.
And
he likely was thinking of my reaction when he said that.
Yeah, and he did say that he did ask if you were going to come in after us to ask questions too, which we all said probably. Yep.
He said ripping off the Band-Aid.
Well, at least his set of terms he knows has been getting less archaic.
I would hope so.
Yeah? That makes sense. I thought about it.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I sound really stupid in front of you, but nothing's new.
I'm trying to create the perfect system. Yeah. Fucking. That's exactly what Brian did.
Note to self: if Brian ever leaves the Vahim under good terms, possibly think of making him one of their successors.
There?
I'm immensely terrified.
You don't
now.
get to know what I'm thinking.
Oh, I know that. That doesn't mean it doesn't pique my interest.
I think
she gives you a look.
I think your interest needs to stop being piqued right now, Duffy.
I'm not going to go any further with the interest. It's just piqued.
Henry is just like, perhaps.
Thank you.
Perhaps. We could reconvene at a later point about these topics, as my lady, the prince, is currently, she has a lot on her plate, and though very capable of doing so, do you need perhaps some time to rest, given what is about to happen? She looks to him, squints slightly, and says, I can't tell if you're more or less
What?
than before you left to be with the Giovanni. Sorry, I mean Hecata. Apologies. Specifically, she apologized to Janice.
It is okay.
Thank you.
Curtsy again, and I just say, well, we await your order.
Good.
I assume we're let out.
Yeah, you are. She doesn't need to say anything for those of you that have been here for a while. You know you're dismissed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We go. Room.
As everyone leaves, I would like to stay behind for a little bit.
Oh.
Mm.
Oh boy.
Oh no.
I just pause. Everything okay?
I need to ask the prince something.
I shrug. More power to you.
Or his head.
God damn, we're gonna
Quickly
have to
turn.
stay in the wait in the car longer. Damn it. With Delphi, fuck.
Quickly turn around. Hey. Excuse me, Prince. I have a legitimate question.
And what is that?
So, I have recently obtained premonition, and I've been seeing things with it. However, I thought what I've been told and like about this ability, it's kind of like a one-way thing, right? I'm not wrong in that. If I am wrong, please correct me.
It depends.
Okay, so I've been having this more of a two-way kind of thing where I'm seeing events and I'm getting people to full-on look me in the eye contact, like in the eyes, like we fully know that we are now looking at each other type thing.
She raises an eyebrow.
And I think I thought you would know because I've tried to come to other people about, listen, they kind of shrug it off or they kind of say, "Oh, that's so cool." I'm very confused. It's also painful. Like very painful.
You would likely need to talk to the Scourge about that.
Thank
He-
you.
Despite how everyone feels about him, is still the premier occultist in the Camarilla.
I didn't know who else to turn to about that. Thank you. I'm so sorry for staying any longer than I need to be. Have a great day. Give that man the correct band-aid. And I leave.
The correct band-aid.
That was Brian's purpose. Like that was he was trying to crack either a smile or a giggle with that as he
So-
left.
Speaking of premonition,
Man's playing a dangerous
Oh
game.
no.
Do either of us get one?
Brian does.
Oh
Ooh.
shit! Fuck!
Right as you step out the room. Oh!
You get a premonition of a individual that is in street dancing clothes, like the type of stuff that would make it easier to actually do like break dancing and such.
Is it that
Mhm.
girl from the first time?
No.
Oh, okay.
It's his teacher, probably.
They have a hoodie which has one of the little like you can tighten it around the face. But where it's fully tightened and the hood is on the head, they are hanging by an ankle, and you see underneath them, also hanging from what should be the floor, a sword. And then it goes away.
Oh, why? Oh, I kind of take a kneel. Oh, oh. Is that a ritual? Probably. I just stand up. Oh, it's probably a ritual. Oh, shit.
Are you going to try to decipher what you just saw?
I sure am as I slowly go down the stairs. Because last time I had a premonition and tried to go downstairs, I face planted right on the bottom of them.
Are you also trying to
Fair.
find the Scourge like the prince told you to, or?
Not now, because I don't want to keep everyone waiting too long. That's a Brian thing.
Fair enough.
But yes,
The
as
game
he's
work is
walking-
more important than your personal work.
Yes, exactly. Yes.
Depending upon who you ask. Delphi's very
But what does he need to
selfish.
roll to try and decipher this vision?
Which of your mental attributes are you the best at?
Wits.
All right. Give me a wits occult to see if you can just sort of figure it out just by piecing together probably pop culture shit, you know?
Yeah. Three successes.
Woo!
Woo,
Well-
good job.
I'll give you at least. I won't be giving you the answer, but I will
That's
be
fair.
giving you what the two symbologies within that vision are, in case you yourself as player didn't really get it. The person hanged by their foot upside down is a very clear show of the tarot card, the Hanged Man.
Oh my fucking god. Okay.
Hell
And
yeah, tarot.
the only hanging sword you're aware of is the Sword of Damocles.
Oh. Ooh.
That's all you can piece together. You're not sure why they were a break dancer. That part's weird.
That part is extremely weird.
Why
Why
would
would a
I, a
break
breakdancer, see a breakdancer?
Breakdancer. I know, right? It's crazy. I don't
Fucking-
get it. I don't get it. It's weird.
And with like the tarot shit, tarot has nothing to do with like break dancing.
I mean, yeah, that one's unironic, actually.
And like obviously Sword of Damocles, you're a king of breakdancing, like that's clear analogy.
Oh my god.
Anyways,
I get down to
everyone
the
else
stairs.
just sees him
Man,
Overreacting
playing
to a
dangerous
premonition.
Game.
I'm like my palm is in my forehead, just rubbing it like,
You
oh, I
good?
hate it. Oh, I hate it.
I'm
I
like,
just say to
Ryan,
him,
did you have another premonition?
Sure, let's call it that.
get
I
in
mean,
the
that
car.
is what those are.
I'm
What
getting
exactly
in
did
the
you
car.
see before we all go?
Hanging man over sword.
What?
which was also hanging.
Did you have another vision, big man?
Wait a minute. I missed a detail. The sword was also hanging.
Well, avoid any ropes in the near future. I pat him on the back.
Hmm.
No?
And it's like immensely rubbing his forehead. Like, what? Why?
Would this
Why
be
did I get that right at?
Did the person look familiar?
You didn't see any features to them.
Oh boy, has just stopped.
Like he couldn't make them out, or like they had no face? Those are two very different.
Like their
I
face
couldn't
was
see.
covered by the hood.
It was weird. It was like the person. So, do you guys know what I wear whenever I breakdance?
Yeah.
The
Mhm.
dumb little brightly colored outfit.
Not
Yeah.
necessarily the bright color ones, but just like baggy pants to where like you have more free movement, and then like normally a hoodie or something to make like flashier stuff happen.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
That's kind of what they were wearing. I couldn't see the face though. The face is like, when you get the hoodie, you put it over and you grab the strings and you just, you couldn't see anything.
Reese, question. What would did he say that they were represented by tarot cards, Brian, out loud?
Nope.
Okay, then
Nope.
never mind
You
then.
just had a sword hanging upside down. You could try to make a wits occult roll. Obviously, Or intelligence cult, obviously. Deferring to Reese here, but I think that could work to try to see if you can make that connection yourself.
I was gonna say to figure out what those two tarot cards together mean.
The Sword of Damocles is not a tarot card. It's a mythological thing.
Isn't there like a sword card though?
Sword is one of the suits. But specifically calling out as the Sword of Damocles is a different
Either way.
thing.
Yeah, valid.
Well,
I'll let that roll go.
which one?
Brian-
Wits or intelligence?
They're both the same either way, and occult. That's for either way.
Intelligence, academics, or wits occult?
What's the cult?
I guess in that case you have higher occult or academics. Occult.
Okay, my 2 hunger dice first. Okay, that's 1 success and then 1 normal fail, and then the other 2
Brian
dice.
just kind of keeps telling, like whispering to himself, "Why did I have that after?"
Okay,
up to the
that's
point?"
3 successes. One of them's a 10, but that doesn't mean anything when it pops. So that's 3 successes. Does that get me anything?
You, with 3, are able to. Obviously, without having seen the premonition yourself, you're only really able to gather the idea that it is a hanged man over a sword of Damocles, like he was saying.
Mm-hmm. Nothing more.
It might. You're not fully sure.
Okay.
Might be a situation where your character might need to like go to a library and look up some occult stuff.
Alright, I may do that in my off time. Brian, didn't you say your teacher went missing? Your coach or somebody went missing?
For
My
Stephen's sake, it
manager.
was the individual that was.
Oh, it wasn't my manager.
It was the
it
individual
was
that
the person
was
who was
funding.
funding. Yeah,
Under,
it was.
Okay.
Yeah, it was someone who was funding the event,
Nice.
but
You could
there's no way.
you could have been
No,
wearing a
that's
hoodie,
not.
But
No, the
With
person
a-
who funds the event does not wear that kind of stuff.
With an extremely literal interpretation, is there like just an upside downy place anywhere around here I can think of? If that makes any amount of sense. Like,
Not to your knowledge.
alright.
There's no place that immediately comes to mind.
I think I've asked this before out of universe, but I'm going to ask in this session now. To mortals, what is the, like, to your average person living in the city, what is the chantry? What would they think it is?
So, especially after the war that happened, you guys would know there are at least 2 entrances.
Mhm.
One is, funnily enough, an old Messianic, like, lodge.
Alright.
So, like, Freemasons bullshit. The other is a now fairly decrepit, but at the time in use, kindergarten.
Ooh. That's ooh.
Did the kindergarten or associate themselves with swords, or was that a messianic symbol? I just sort of ask out loud.
0 clue.
Yeah.
But nada. Hell, I didn't even know it was a daycare at some point.
The Scourge is not... I don't remember. Is the Scourge here or not?
You should be at Elysium because I literally asked
He
the
is
prince.
somewhere in Elysium.
I grab Brian. Let's go ask some questions.
What? I just sat down!
I know, but we should address this.
If you two are on the second level, you see him calmly, relaxed where he is.
I'm just
normally.
holding Brian's hand as I walk with him and then just stop in front of the Scourge.
I'm
He has
following.
a question. I drag him
Yeah.
forwards.
Yeah, I guess we all follow.
Sorry.
No, you're good.
The Scourge looks at you guys a little less friendly than he normally is, given the general situation.
Sorry to interrupt, but he had a premonition that we're having trouble interpreting.
I would. Sure, let's go with that.
Is
This is
there
also the
details
double-
you're not
this is
sharing
a-
with us?
No. This is also to double check, out of character. This is also to double check with the DM, good old Reese. This is the person the prince told me to see, right? Or no?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the
Yes.
prince said Scourge.
Okay.
He's the
Alright.
only premier in the city and probably the oldest and most knowledgeable individual when it comes to the occult.
All right.
Hold on, before we continue, Kai's thing. Oh, there we go. Okay. No respect. Can you hear us, Kai?
Anyways,
Oh, okay.
I'm back. What happened?
Just
Nothing much.
yeah, Brian was just clarifying stuff. Okay, go ahead, Brian. What were you gonna say?
All right. So, this premonition. Painful. First, a big sharp pain in the head. Second, a hanging man, like by an ankle, over a hanging sword.
He raises an eyebrow curiously.
That's it.
Is there anything about the man?
No,
might-
no face other than he wears like breakdancing clothes.
Hmm.
That's it. I couldn't tell the face at all. I couldn't even tell if it was a male or a female.
Could mean what?
Oh, this detail should be left out.
He looks like he's thinking.
While you're
But
thinking,
do go ahead.
this happened right after I talked to the prince alone. The second I left the room.
You just squint slightly. And this was a premonition.
I would hope so. If I got a new ability today, I don't think I know what I'd do to myself.
He raises a finger and goes, "The sword is the easiest. You said it was hanging by a thread?
It was just hanging. I couldn't tell if it was by a thread or not.
Could you see what it was hanging by?"
He looks up like he's thinking. This is confirmation from the DM.
It was, now that you think, though you may be tricking yourself into this, it was a thread. A very, very thin thread that you almost didn't notice.
All right. So, I could be butterfly affecting myself right now.
Like
But-
me asking, making you remember.
Yeah, but I couldn't tell if it was, so I could assume it's a very thin piece of thread.
If not levitating.
Yes.
That one's the simplest. The Sword of Damocles is a tale about a king who gives his power up to show someone much less important than himself how terrifying ruling would be. A sword above your head being analogy for any myriad of people wanting to kill you. Any goblet you gain could be poisoned. Any hug you get could be a stab in the back sort of situation.
That just sounds like
Was the man hanging upside down?
By his foot.
You said by his foot.
Yeah, so it's like, so imagine if you grabbed him and he bends down to grab his
Was
ankle.
he hanging from the ceiling or the floor? Since you said the sword was hanging above him.
I think his head was towards the floor.
I ask because generally the Hanged Man is a tarot card, meaning generally it suggests sacrifice or being suspended in time, possibly an ultimate surrender to something.
What about a new perspective?
That as well. Also patience. It reversed is generally inabilities to change, missed opportunities, egotism. I'm
Egotistical.
dead. Why is my tongue twisting me? Upright, though, it's breaking old powers and letting go, metamorphoses, and circumspection.
Blink, blink.
Someone with the sword of Damocles over their head may let go or need to be patient, depending. Hell, for all I know, it could be signifying that maybe you'll gain a higher position soon. By whatever means this event we're heading towards gives you.
Mm-hmm.
Which could be good or could be bad, depending.
Fun.
Mm-hmm.
Patience and danger,
Yep.
I think, given what I know of you.
It was about to happen, yeah. I would assume so.
Oh yeah. With premonition. What does it mean if you look at someone, and they make eye contact with you, and you know they are looking at you?
It could be either be symbolic, saying that that person got their eyes on you, or they expect something of you, or it could be literal and someone who's able to tell that you're having the premonition. Individuals with high level of auspex or other means similar to that might have that ability.
So,
Yeah, it's happened to me twice now, and I've been very weirded out every single time.
Did you tell the
To be
group
fair.
that your sire looked at you, or in the vision, or that you
Yeah,
guys
he
told us
did.
something? Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, like okay, makes sense now. Well, that was in character though, but
I've never had a premonition about my sire, but I would assume if that's the case, he could probably also look back. Or is my
Maybe, maybe not.
Hmm.
Mind, I say high level of knowledge in that discipline. There are quite a few different things someone could be specialized in these abilities. So it could be that, it could be something else. I don't think your sire has gone too deep into the secret blood.
You're right.
I was speaking to him in regards to them looking at him.
Mm.
Certain abilities for dominate might allow them to know that their child is looking at them in some way.
ugh.
Likely it was symbolic. Though,
Also-
if you do get to talk to her again, perhaps this little bit of talking between the two of you about that. I do
Yeah.
know she was practiced in all aspects.
That'll definitely come up in conversation. Also, what does it mean for it to be very like actually painful for these things?
No.
No. Generally, that's not a thing. You're dead, you shouldn't be feeling pain.
Okay, so this is just weird then for
Not
me.
traditionally,
on.
at least.
Could it be psychosomatic?
It could.
Probably.
All I'm gonna say is so far every single premonition I've had has caused me pain somewhere. Mainly in the head.
Like, it
Like
could
a
just be
headache?
psychosomatic.
Odd.
It's likely psychosomatic, but also I would have to spend a lot more time looking at you. I'm trying to figure out what the exact properties of your blood are in order to truly figure that out.
Yeah.
Thumbs up, understood.
We do not have time for that.
Yeah,
Perhaps
that's what
after
I was
the raid.
just about to say that.
I would love to study it. It's been a while since I've had to look at the Toreador's blood.
My girl gives him a look like,
I mean, my blood probably is pretty nice.
Don't give me a look like that. My entire clan's entire, so to speak, shtick, I believe I've heard some people call it, is blood sorcery. It's natural for me to be curious about such things.
that doesn't make it any less, concerning.
And should I be concerned that your clan tends to use auspex to look at things more beautifully?
Hey, there's nothing
including
wrong.
The naked body?
There is nothing wrong with admiring beauty. Nothing wrong with it.
Exactly.
Unless it's unknown to the person you're looking at naked. I'll look at Brian.
Then you make it known.
I did know at least, I don't remember who, but I do know one Toreador that figured out how to see through clothes.
Don't give him
That
that
power
idea.
You
Or
tell
her.
me.
I
If
never
you-
got to learn that, though.
If you tell me it's my sire, I'm
No.
going. Okay, I was about to say I
No.
don't think that.
I don't mean to insult you, but your sire was not that smart.
No, he's not. That's
I didn't
not.
even know that
insulting.
power existed.
Don't give
Because
either of
someone
those
used
two
it on me.
ideas.
Wait, someone used that on you?
Yes. Before the collapse of the power structure of the Tremere in the city, at least.
I have a new goal.
Oh,
Alright,
boy.
great.
I hope
Done.
you waste your time learning that.
It could be useful.
It won't be.
No, it won't.
Okay, you guys are giving me a lot of crap, but hear me out. It could be.
What are you trying
Why
to see
would
if
that
they're
be helpful?
caught?
He's
He's
literally got the shit-eating grin right now. The
It
shit-eating
might
grin.
have been an amalgam between that and Skate. I'm not. Anyways, don't you all have something to do? Did she not give you something to?
Not yet.
Wait,
We're
basically.
waiting on.
We're kind of waiting on a time.
Yeah.
Probably not gonna be today.
Waiting to see where she plans to put you.
Mm-hmm. Reese, what
We're
time is it
waiting on
in
orders.
game?
Almost halfway through the night.
Hmm. You want to call it here? Because it's been 2 hours, and it's 12 o'clock for y'all.
Yeah.
Are you all okay to stop?
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm
Yep.
getting tired. We can pick
Alright.
up from this point next
Yeah.
time.
Woo!
Alright, bye everyone.
Goodbye. I'm sorry I was
Have
late.
a good night.